Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of the Rise to Iceland series with HK. My name's Damien, and welcome to episode 3, and it's going to be a quite big, intense video. As you can see from the screen, European Champions Cup. That is correct. The European Champions Cup. It is that time, qualifying time. We obviously won the league last season, and we've got into the qualifying rounds. Now, if you feast your eyes to results, little bit of a spoiler, but I couldn't hold myself in. We beat Rosenborg live on stream, 5-2 on aggregate, 5-3 on aggregate, I'm pretty sure. If we look at the results and we go back to qualifying one, first qualifying phase, 5-3 on aggregate, 2-2 away, winning at home, and it was an inspired performance from HK, but in particular Isberg. He was on fire, the young little right winger. If we look at him as a key player, it says he's going down. He's not. He's growing. Don't worry, everybody. But there we are. If we go to Continental, 2 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, and an 8.9 match rating, I can't hold myself in. We're going to go take a look at the games again. As we can see here against Rosenborg, we won 3-1 at home. It was a great game. Once again, this was live on Twitch, so if you want to go check my Twitch out, in the link, in the description below, the link will be there. I'm so excited, I can't even talk about what's coming up next, because we have Ludogorets in the next round of the Cup. If we go here to field, we'll take a look at the goals, because why not? It was a cracking game. We started so well in this first leg, winning 3-1, scoring inside 3 minutes. It was quite good. I was on the stream talking about, you know, I just want us to be solid and not get beat by too much and all that. And the next minute, the ball came back post to Trumner, who put it in. It was a great little finish there from the young man. Once again, the ball came down and we killed him down this right-hand side, Isberg's side. But as you can see, Trumner, ball through to Isberg, and then an intelligent cutback. I actually said on stream for to shoot because the near post was open. But he didn't. He laid it back, and Gunnarsson, the 26-year-old, did score. And then the final goal, Isberg's goal, it gets cleared, and once again, we recycle the ball so well, but look at that for a ball from Martin, and Isberg on the volley, back post. I don't tell him to punt the ball like that, but it was sensational. We did miss a penalty as well with Diallo. And just as I said, I might go a bit more defenders, Lord Nicholas Bentner, who plays for Rosenborg, laid one into Delaney, and that was that, and made it 3-1. And then at home, and then away, it was a bit more of a good game of football. You know, it was a bit more even than what it was at home, which is fine, you know, as they should be playing better at home, Rosenborg. To be honest, Rosenborg should be very disappointed they've gone out to us, because considering by the reputation of both clubs and, look, their players are 10 times better than ours, they probably should have beaten us over 2 legs. But as you can see, 20 minutes in, it started to get quite squeaky when they scored. But not even 2 minutes later, we did equalise and calm the nerves. I said on stream when this went in, that should see us home. That should get us to the next round, getting that away goal. I don't see Rosenborg scoring, I think it was 3 to get it to extra time, or 2 to get it to extra time, 3 to win on the night. And then when this went in, it was game over. It just fell to Isberg, and I thought it was a pointless highlight after half-time. Instead, he put it near post. It was great. To give Rosenborg a slight chance, and maybe if they started going more attacking, the little Bettner scored, and the ball just seemed to hit him. It was great. Look, the boys played well. Also on stream, we played a few other games. We lost to KR, but we were winning games against Vla, Viking, or Vinker. We obviously played the Brie game online on YouTube of last. So if you want to go back and watch the Formula Definition of our derby rivals, or our arch rivals, or geographical rivals, whatever you guys call it, please do so. Also, another result that was played, not on stream, but just played just before, was 1-1 against KA. Played a completely different side, basically. Couple of the lads, I played one of our youth prospects that came through our youth intake last season. Youth intake could actually come up in this episode as well. We have Ludogorets on the 31st, and sometimes they come up on the 1st of August. Sometimes they come up a little bit later. I've had it come on my actual in-game birthday, which is the 4th of August. But if we could either go through till that period and do a live youth regen intake day, or we might see if we can beat Ludogorets in our next Champions League game. We might just come back for that. As we can say, Ludogorets, we quickly take a look at their players, and they've got a few. Their team is definitely miles better than us. If you can see, they've got players that are worth over $1 million. This guy for 625k isn't too bad. Players that, once again, should be better than us, apart from these generated players. But look at that, you know, look at the mentals on that guy. Oh wow, the Polish international there in Gliv. But yeah, really could be up against it today. Going to play the same way I played against Rosenborg, which is we're going to play our normal 4-2-3-1 system. Fluid on attack, very fluid on control. Look to really take the game to him, because as I said on stream, the amount of times on previous FMs, all the way back to FM13 when I started playing that one seriously, all the way through where I started putting in lots of hours. A lot of time I like to sit back and just absorb and see if we could hit him on the break once or something like that. Never seemed to work, and then all of a sudden I said, no, let's just play our football, especially at home. That's going to be the lineup, as that for Palmi's going to not start and Gunnarsson is, only because he's in great form in the Champions League. Isberg, Trumner, Topuk, Martin, Martinson. Stefan is now ready to start, but this partnership's actually been playing well, even though the game tells me that that's my best partnership. The right and left footers of combination works quite well, and Stefan coming in to do a defensive job with his height is not too bad. Goreria, right back, and Arneson obviously in goal. Young Nick Barlow is actually progressing quite well, the Australian, and maybe start push Arneson for that first team spot, only because he's now our, if I click club instead of board, our hot prospect. We go back to our board actually. They're not as happy as they were with me. That cup result, shock loss to FH, not shock loss, it's FH, they should beat us, but losing in the third round, they're not too happy with that. In terms of potential transfers, not much happened. I'm trying to look at frees that have now been released and wanted. There's an Australian left back that looks quite good, and if I can get him in and use Top Hook as the other left back with Diallo now retiring and obviously not being as quick as he once used to be, just in case we get into that problem. There was Kyle Scott there and some Koskov winger that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. The Scouts just really liked him, so I was like, if you can come on a free on a trial to me, that would be great. None of them wanted to. That's the joy of this save. Even when you can sign trialists and pay trialists in the league, so you can get them here for 4 weeks and get a really good understanding about how good they are. They sometimes don't want to go, but that's enough talking for me. They're playing 4-4-2 Ludogorets, who I think we match up quite well against a 4-4-2. However, the last time I said that on stream, Serindi, who are in 9th now, but we're in 11th when they beat us 4-1 convincingly. I'm going to tell the boys that it's a great opportunity to show all the experts are backing you up. Get fired up, lads. They didn't really respond to that, so we're going to give them the good old, I have faith in you, get out there. And they seem to respond pretty well to that, this group. It's a good little side, this one here. We're going to get the kick-off, play your Champions League anthems. We're going to love it. I got my coffee, my Liverpool mug. Let's enjoy this. It's another great day in HK. This is now the biggest day in HK's history. I said the last 2 games were, now this is, as Ludogorets will kick us off. And I like the first game. I highlight inside the first couple of minutes. And can it be for HK as Ludogorets bring it out and bring it out well and showing their superiority. But the long ball is not going to find anyone. And can we recycle with Martin? Yes, we can. He finds Top Hook, Brunt. Now, midfield free play quite well against Rosenborg. And Jonsson proving there that he can pick a pass. Neves plays it inside the Jonsson. But it just hits him. And now it's going to fall 2v2 at the back. And long ball over the top to their striker. It looks for him. But Martin wins the header. But it's still going to fall back to Vroa. And they bring it forward here, Ludogorets. If they can pick a pass, they could go wide. They have looking inside. That's a ball. Was he offside? I don't know, but it's hit the post. And the flag wasn't up, so it would have counted. It looks slightly off, but oh well. It's 6 minutes in and we've survived. This is the big one for me. If we can start controlling possession of the game, we are in with a very good chance of winning this first leg. As we move 17 minutes, 18 minutes in, our assistant knows as well, shorter pass. I like to keep it on mix just for that little longer ball as Isberg's cross in. The header, and Neves, he doesn't score many, the 8 finishing, and he's very short, but I'm not going to question the game as Neves rises highest and heads home for HK. From a set piece, we don't score many as well, but look at the little short man Neves. He was up against 2 other shorter guys. It's poor marking, to be honest, from Ludogorets, and that's 1-0 HK, and a highlight straight after the goal as well. Neves brings it to Brunt. He could give it back to Guerrero if he wants. Instead, we're going to go to the other side of the Trumna. Now, Top Hook's very good at getting forward, and he's in space, but the ball's not in front of him, but it doesn't matter as he whips it in, but it's cleared away from Ludogorets, and maybe it's their turn to just bring it out from the back and start an attack. But we're pressing quite high and forced to keep it long. Can we win that in the middle of the park? Yes, we can with Martin, but his header's poor, but their pass forward's poor. It's turned into a bit of a scrappy game. But Gunnarsson, he will find Guerra. Isberg down the line if you want to give it to him. Instead, he gives it to Neves. Neves cuts it back. Gunnarsson, and it's 2. HK have been shocked. It's 2 goals inside of 5 minutes. It's beautiful. 3 minutes according to the game. And Ludogorets are getting hit at the back. If comedy of errors in the middle of the park, no one really wanted to keep the ball until Guerra's ball inside. He got it back again. The ball down the line, I asked for his, but instead it was Neves in his 15 pace, got there. And Goodison just with a little flick of the outside of the boot, puts it in, 2-0. That's why you start the 26-year-old. Who cares he's only 2.5 star if he keeps scoring goals like that. And we're 2-0 up against Ludogorets. It's a brilliant start from the HK boys. We moved to the 36, 37 minutes into the first half. Can we get the half-time with this lead? Ludogorets haven't created too much, and as I say that, we're going to see a highlight, and it's probably going to be theirs. Can we press them and win the ball in here? Instead, it's a long ball, and they're through, and surely this is a goal. Instead, Arneson holds well. It was a poor shot. It was tame. He should have scored, really. That's that first shot on target. It would have been a bit annoying to concede to that. As you can see, they're not playing that great, and now most of our boys are playing quite well. But there we go. 2-0 up against Ludogorets here. Going to tell him to not get complacent. Things could turn around very quickly in soccer. Our 26-year-old striker is not happy that I put that one there. We're going to tell him there's much more to come from you. And he seems motivated. Danger averted, guys. There we go. Going to quickly wipe my nose because every time I seem to get excited, we seem to have this problem. Start the second half. I'm going to look at the analysis quickly, but I'm not going to change anything. Look, we're dominating the game. What's the point? We'll just get out there. Get out there and give me the same performance. Can we get there? Can we get a third? Can we get a fourth? I would ideally like that. This is the same thing I said about Rosenberg. If we could get there a third and a fourth, it would be great. More goals at home means that away from home, it makes our job a lot easier. As Jonasson, can you give the ball over to Top Hook? Is it going to be a pointless highlight, or is he going to swing it in? It's going to be a pointless highlight when he hasn't swung it in by now. Maybe not. Trumner, they're going to make me a... Neves! They made me commentator. It wasn't as pointless as I thought it was going to be. As we move into the second half, doing a very good job. Everybody looks motivated, calm, composed. Back four's playing quite well. Midfield's playing okay. I don't think Brunt's really been playing that poor on a 6.8. I thought he would have been a bit higher. But as we move to the 62nd, 63rd minute, am I going to make a change? I probably will. Neves is feeling quite tired but playing quite well. We'll pause the game there. Thinking about being Orion for Brunt, also getting slightly tired, also coming back from injury still, but really that shouldn't be a factor now. He should be past it quite well. I'm just going to bring like for like, ball playing midfielder for ball playing midfielder, ball winning midfielder for ball winning midfielder. Confirm the sub there, and bring young Ori in. Good for his growth as well, games like this. Might also make a sub after Isberg hits the free kick. Oh, deflected, and it is! That's the first time Isberg's ever scored a free kick. He's got to claim it, but really, it probably, it won't be an own goal. It'll still be there. Isberg has taken multiple free kicks live on stream and in YouTube videos. Never put one on target, but off the wall and in, and it's 3-0, and I love it. It's just falconed him in the head, and it's gone in. Top left for the key, top right for the keeper. And there we go. I'm going to take Martin off and bring on Stefan. We're not going to go too defensive at the back, actually. We're going to try and look for a fourth. Just don't want him to get booked and sent off for the second game. Same thing will go for Neves. We don't want him sent off and booked for the same game. We're actually going to bring Palmy on. And we're going to move Gunnarsson to advanced playmaker as he can play there. He is natural in the position, which is quite good. He's got decent stats to play in that position as well. As you can see, only 2.5 stars, but does the job for us, doesn't he? Going to bring Palmy on, and we're going to leave him on poacher. It is okay. He can play that role. Got to confirm the changes there. We're going to hope there's not a highlight from kickoff. Ball goes long, and we should recycle this. Unless it's defensive mistake from Top Hook, we should be okay. Changes still haven't come into effect, and they've got the ball again. I'm hoping Martin doesn't give it away and then foul someone and get sent off. But as the ball goes long, can we win it there? Neves getting up. The short little man from France. He's under some transfer sagas. Wants to leave to play in a bigger club, but can't tie him down to a contract either. His agent's asking for way too much. As that's going to be a send-off, isn't it? Surely. He's off here, isn't he? Nathaniel. Is it Nathaniel? Nathaniel? That doesn't bother me, mate. You're off. What a daft challenge that was on one booking. And there we go. They've gone more defensive, bringing in a midfielder for a winger. So they've gone to 3 in the middle, or 4 in the middle, 3, one less wide man. But 2 up front. We should get home here 3-0, and that's going to be a very good result. Dominate him off the park. Could we get another one here quickly? There's still time. Can we make it 4? Big capper for good performance. Don't make it, not 3-1. Oh, Goodison wins it back though, hunts it back. Could we make it forward 30 seconds to go? I doubt it. Usually these just fizzle out. But Isberg, if he put in a good ball, he does, but no one's there at the front post to get there before the keeper. That should be game over. I'm not going to show the IBV game in the middle. I'm thinking we're just going to cut the video there and then show you the second game. if anything fantastic happens in the IBV game, I might just show you anyhow. But yeah, what a performance from the boys. HK, the time ticks away. Blow your whistle, referee. I love it. 3-0 winners against Ludogorets. Little odd HK. They predicted a draw, which is good. They predicted Rosenberg to smack us. But there we go. HK putting in a dominating performance. I'm very pleased with that, boys. I'm quickly going to click. Where is he? He's on the bench. Where is Neves? I just want to see his height. 5'10". Maybe he's not as short as I thought. I thought he was a lot shorter than that. But there we go. Lead the match. Brilliant stuff from the boys. I love that. Going to give the game a save. And I'll see you for the second leg in just a second. And welcome back, guys. Just played the game against IBV before our second leg against Ludogorets. Crazy game of football, this one here. 3-3. Wish I actually showed you this game now. IBV sitting 4th in the table. It's quite important for us to not fall too far behind FH during our Champions League run. This result kind of hurts us. As you can see, a few different names that you might see in here, like Jay Baldwin, and Pem, and a couple of people on the bench that didn't feature in the end. Was doing some scouting just before the IBV game, and a few names stuck out that are on free agent, and in Iceland you can sign them on a trial and play them in the league. So I decided to sign Nick or M Pen, and as you can see, decent poacher. When you compare him to, where is he? Gunnarsson, our 2.5-star striker. Better in areas, but if you look at the raw stats for just being a poacher as they best play, look at that, 12 14s. Gunnarsson beats him here in concentration. Look, off the ball's pretty similar as well. It's good to just have M Pen, who's got great determination and flair. It's always nice to have anticipation's even the same as well. Pace-wise, M Pen has Gunnarsson. He does look like quite a good striker and did score in the game as well. Scored a very nice goal, good one-on-one. As you can see here, 24th minute, went then 2-0 up. They scored basically from kickoff straight after, made it 2-2. We then scored from a very sloppy goal, and then they scored a free kick a minute later. It was a very end-to-end, very ding-dong game of football. Stefan getting sent off in the 92nd minute, didn't need to do it. He turned his man and just brought him down. He was last man as well. Arguably, probably could have been a straight red, but 2 yellows. That means he'll miss next league game. As you can see, he brought a couple people off the bench. Trumner worried us. He picked up, it said it was a pulled groin, but he could run it off. I just took him off straight away as soon as it happened in the 52nd minute. Brought Isberg on and switched Gearson to the other wing. But yeah, that leans in the league itself is that we are falling behind FH. We have about 9 games to play once we catch up. It looks like to us the league could be coming out of our... could be falling away from us. I would like us to... obviously win the league so we get back to Champions League football next season. But obviously I'll happily play in the Europa League next year if we go on a Champions League run, which we are. Now Ludogorets at home, Ludogorets away at their place. 3-0 up. Here we go. They are missing a player because he is suspended. Nathaniel, the Brazilian, very good fullback. I'm glad you're missing this game, mate. Far out. You're good. You want to come play for me? As you can see, it's going to be the same lineup as we have Guerrero, Martin, Top Hook, Arneson, Brandt, Neves, Isberg, Jonasson, Trumner, and Gunnarsson up top. For those people that maybe want to look at the bottom side of this, my backup right back's now finally back. Probably should have played him in the game, but I played Guerrero instead. One of our youth prospects, another one of our backup right backs who is going to leave us pretty soon. Still got good physicals though. Not worth much. Got a couple of guys that are on loan as well, and what we're going to do with those guys on loan was just going to send them to the 19s just because they're in the... don't like them sitting there. It clogs up a bit of space. But yeah, a few guys on trial as well. But what we're here for, Ludogorets, let's get into it. Enough talking, let's do it. Proceed to the match. And it's another big day in the life of HK. Need the boys to perform. They've gone to a wing-back system. Wasn't expecting. I was expecting them to play either their 4-4-2 system again, or maybe go more aggressive with maybe 4-3-3 with 3 strikers, or just a standard 4-3-3. 5-3-2 means that we might be able to get in behind really with Isberg and Trumner. I'm gonna tell them that we're huge underdogs and go tell everyone that we know how to succeed in football. Gonna tell them there's a lot more to come from you, and let's go do it. A clean sheet means a through. Not conceding means we're through, and probably an away goal probably means we're through into uncharted territory. It's our first ever time in the Champions League, and we are nearly through to the third round of qualifying. The good thing is, if we can somehow sneak through to the fourth round of qualifying, we will play in the Europa League group stage, as we start well, and it's going to be a long ball in from Isberg, and it's headed over the bar. I didn't see who headed it. A long ball, long cross in. As you can see, keeping the ball very well in the first opening minutes away from home. I'm loving this. If we keep the ball, they can't score. Come on, boys. 90 minutes, no highlights. I'll take that. Easy 0-0, 3-0 win. Instead, we do get a highlight with Isberg. We don't score many corners, but we do just then, as Martinson, all 6'5" of him, has put it into the back of the net. As I said, we don't score many corners. We usually concede from corners, but showing that we're good in the air. 1-0 up, 4-0 on aggregate. Is Ludogorets side that is on paper better than us and got better players in different areas. But look at that. We are 1-0 up, keeping possession quite well away from home. I'm absolutely loving this. They look frustrated. Ludogorets don't know what's happened to them. They're sinking without a trace here. But if they score one, it's still interesting. And in the 28th minute, they ball free. It's a very clever ball. And there we do. They do score one. And it's going to be 1-1 there as Miljan Sovkov scores. It was a very nice little flick ball here. We're going to watch it back on replay. It's actually quite a nice, well-worked goal from Chicino. They're probably a Brazilian. Just look at that. Nice ball. And Arneson arguably shouldn't be getting beat at his near post there, but you see that emanation a lot from keepers. This means that even if they score another 3 goals, we go through an away goals. They need 4. They need 4 more on the night now to beat us. Don't really care if we lose on the night, as long as we don't lose the tie. Cicino's making everything happen, can really cross the ball. By all means, I'm going to trust my system on that one. I've seen it too. Cicino's a very good player. Might go highlight him actually at halftime. Don't get complacent, boys. You know what? We're going to leave it on that. If we go to tactics or field, just want to have a look at their side. Analysis, tactics and opposition instructions. That's what we want. Where is he? Where is Cicino? We're playing right wing back. Yeah, very good little right back. Another Brazilian. They've got a few Brazilians, Ludogorets. I'm just going to press OK. I'm pretty happy not to put too many opposition instructions on. As they've changed formation again, I think they've gone from wing backs to just wingers now and playing free at the back. I could put up their formation if we really wanted to have a look, but we've got another highlight here. We might do it in a second. As if Guerrero's on the overlap if you can play him. Neves. The space was there to be played, and now a chance for them to hit us on the break. It's a good challenge though by Martin, as Martinson will now chase Kensel. It's a good ball in. I'll tell you what, it's 2-1, and I'll tell you what, there's plenty of time here for Ludogorets to come back and win this game. It would be a choke. It would be a bottle job in the great words of Dr. Benj if he did lose from here. But seen it happen before on Football Manager plenty of times. As it's a very nicely worked goal. Feel a bit unlucky with Martin making a great challenge. It just seemed to fall to him. In terms of us playing, our wing up front is not really much happening, and our captain's not having the best of games. We're going to give it some time. Another goal to us would probably kill the tie off, as Brunt's ball inside the trum. They play top hook. Come on, measure a 14 crossing. Measure a good cross. He does towards Isberg. And I thought so. It's going to be a pen. It looked like his man turned around and grabbed him, but I don't like when Football Manager gives penalties. I'm not complaining. Only thing is, we don't have a natural penalty taker. Can Gunnarsson please step up and score? He does under the keeper, 2-2 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. It's a weird penalty. I don't think it should be a penalty. I actually feel quite bad there for Ludogorets. I've seen it before where the assistant flags for it, where it's just a little grab of the shirt. It shouldn't be given, really. But there we are, 2-2 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. Ludogorets now need 4 more now, with 60 minutes played, to try and win this game. It might be just party time for us now. As the ball will be worked around, I'm tempted to make a change, but I'm not going to make it just yet. Going to wait for this highlight to peter out or lead to something first, as Ludogorets bring the ball out from the back. Before we start looking to make changes and start getting a few of the younger boys on. As Ver's in some pace, in some space, and he has some pace, and he hits it wide. At that point there, we are going to pause. Our captain's not having the best of days. Going to bring Jari Jonasson on. In terms of everything else, no one else seems too tired. Trumler's not having the best of games out wide there, and nor is Brunt, and he's on a booking. We might make a double change just to make sure he doesn't get sent off and doesn't miss the next leg, as it looks like we are going to the next leg of the Champions League. We'll keep on simming though and keep it going, and we'll get to the 67th minute, and there'll be another highlight here for Ludogorets. Putting some pressure on. They've obviously gone attacking. There's Ver again with the speed, beats us. And the header from Guerrero is not great, and they're going to recycle possession here. Maybe not. Matheson comes in and just thumps it long to nobody. And now they will recycle possession here. The ball, it's a lovely back heel. It deserves a goal, but it's a poor finish from their striker. What a back heel that was. Sliced us in all sorts. At the back, we're not playing overly great, I didn't think. Top Hook's not having the best of games. You know what? We've already made 2 changes. We might just leave the third one, just in case someone decides to get an injury. And yeah, we're playing quite well. I'm getting a little bit of shock that we've actually, the first 2 legs, the first 2 qualifying rounds of the Champions League, we're actually winning games comfortably. As Ver's come in, and he's hit the post. Saying winning games comfortably, as that chance goes begging. Winning at home comfortably, and actually holding our own in the titles. I'm expecting us to get beat and beat well. It would depend who we get in the next time. I might be a bit more optimistic about our chances. But you got to Rosenberg and Ludogorets, 2 sides that have made it to the Champions League. That's going to be another penalty, and Gunnarsson's going to take it. Why not, son? Take another one. You scored one already. But yeah, Rosenberg and Ludogorets, sides that have made it to the Champions League in not too recent history. As Gunnarsson scores, keeper goes the right way again, but underneath him. Very good job there by Gunnarsson. It's his 15th goal of the season. I'm talking about Nicole Mpen coming in. Is there really a need if Gunnarsson's in this scoring form? Probably not. I mean, we might just wait for a better striker to come out, because his potential is quite limited, only being a star player a leading player for the league, Mpen. But yeah, as that cross from Neves won't find anyone, it's going to fall to Ludogorets here. Can we win on the night? That would be nice. As I say, can we win on the night? Ver's inside with his speed, and there we go, 3-3. Vura, his name's not actually, it's Virgil van Dijk, mate? No, it's not. How much speed does he have? He's come off the bench and scored one. It looked good. He's 14 pace, you can tell. It's actually a very good player there. I wish I could pick up any of these boys, but unfortunately can't with our reputation. It looks like the game's about to end here. It's 3-3 on the night. Ludogorets are been thrown away, cast aside, should clear it. And it's gone out. That should be 3-3 now on the night. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm happy with that. We didn't lose the second leg like we did against Rosenberg. Were we against Rosenberg? I think we might have actually drawn 2-2. But still, I'm loving it, boys. Through to the next round. I'm very pleased with that result. Get excited, lads. Let's see who we're going to get in the next Champions League draw. I think the draw might have actually already been done. As we get past Ludogorets, we get Travna, Spartak Travna, 3-star reputational team from Slovakia. Let's have a look at some of their players. A lot of their players are grayed out. That actually could be a good thing. And I don't think he's that great, that German guy. I tell you what, we might bring you that game next on YouTube. I maybe might play it on stream. It depends. It depends how far away it is. I do got to go to work in about another hour or so from when I've recorded this. So I might try and get another video out, maybe. But looking at their side, I think that's a tie we can win. We've actually been drawn as the away side first, which I prefer. I prefer to play away than play at home. See if we can get an away goal or two. They've got a good size stadium and the conditions are very good, so we could go play their football. As we can tell, Inter's already won. We'll do the press conference. He was simply faultless today. I don't want to comment on that. The draw has been handed a sizable road trip. We cheated like any match and we'll come back with a win. It was a clear penalty. I don't know what they're complaining about. Actually, no, it wasn't a clear penalty, but it's always good to have referees on your side. As you can tell, the next game actually is Premier Division game. What I will do is I'm going to end the episode now, but I might bring you that next episode on YouTube as well. Thank you for joining in, guys. The hype is real with the HK side. We can definitely tell that we are growing in stature and we're playing our way into the Champions League. As a third qualifying phase means that if we do win that, well, first things first, if we lose, how much money would we get? We may as well go through this quickly. If we lose, we make 492k, which for us is great, and we actually go into the fourth qualifying round, which means that if we're going into the fourth qualifying round, we're one round away from making it into the Europa League proper, which is not too bad. But if we actually go to the fourth qualifying round, or the playoff to get in there, the loser should go into the Europa League. Loser gets 3.5 mil for getting knocked out next, and that brings us out of debt. If we one more tie, if we win that tie, we actually would bring the club out of debt losing. As you can tell, if we go back to the groups, champions and playoff, I'm pretty sure if we lose this game, we would also go into the Europa League group stage. As well. I don't know if we'll go in the champions or best placed for playoffs as well. Yeah, loser qualifies for the Europa League, which is perfectly fine by me as well. I'm going to end the episode there, guys. Always remember to save your game. This is Damien signing off what has been a very, very, very exciting, good episode for HK fans. We're through to the next round of the Champions League. Get hyped, everybody. And this is Damien signing off. Hopefully you enjoy your day or your night, and goodbye.